Hi everybody, my name is Cliff, and today I'm going to show you how to set up your very own river of knowledge. I'm going to use a couple of tools that I've been using in terms of how to set a river of knowledge up, and also how to find the source of it. What I'm just going to show you about a river that I set up for WSI, and this one is just a really basic one. And on the top right corner I have social media. So these are blogs I find online that are highly authoritative in terms of the social media end. And then on here I have one on analytics. So there's a couple of blogs I find that's about Google Analytics, and so I put them together. And for my own usage, because I work on the product side, I have up a feed or a river on all the products, the core products of WSI. So this would be eFusion, which I will follow Business Catalyst blog. This would be Business Edge, which I will follow the .NET Nuke blog, and this will be DM Pro, which I will follow the Lyris Pro blog. And so everything is all together. And before I get started, I just want to talk a bit about RSS feeds. The way you kind of create your own river is to based on this technology called RSS feed. As most of you know, that RSS feed is kind of like a simple syndication that you'll find on blogs. And I'm not sure if you know, but RSS feed you can find them in many different sources as well. So for example, I can find it in my Twitter account. Under the Twitter, there's RSS feeds, and if I click on them, you see that it's just a bunch of spaghetti codes that we don't understand, but the browser and the dashboard were able to interpret this. So it's just a format, it's a consistent format that kind of a lot of what we call RSS reader will understand and display this data out. Okay, so let me show you on my Google Reader, and this is where I also have a river of knowledge as well, and this is where I keep all the different blogs I collect, which I find is useful for my own learning, and also a number that are authoritative on internet marketing. So for example, I have one on this Google Analytics blog. There's one on Word Tracker Academy, Mashable for social media, and Brian Solis, that's also another social media person. The Eisenberg brothers, very important on conversion architecture and analytics. And I got Nick's Web and Seth Godin, and I also got FNash blog as well. So if I click on this folder here under my Google Reader, and if I go to show details, you see that it actually combine all these feeds into one stream. And so this, I can take this as an RSS reader. This will be my RSS feed, and I can put it right into my dashboard as well. But I'm not going to do that yet. I'm also want to show you that if I go to a blog right now, I'm in Appalachia's blog. There's a feed on it, and you can usually find it by this button here, like this little icon is RSS icon, either RSS subscribe blog or subscribe comment. So I click on this, and it will usually goes to a Feedburner. So Feedburner is a third-party resource, which really good because it analyze it gives you analytics of the feed. So if you will know that who subscribed to your feed, where they're coming from, and so on. Okay, so just keep all this in mind. Very important to get your feed. And one more area I want to show you is other search engines have feeds as well. So with Google Alerts, and you can create your own feed. If I go to my alerts, I can have a feed of instead of sending an email through email, I can have it send it to me through a feed. And so I can go edit, deliver to, change to feed. Okay, so in this feed, if I take a look at it, you see that it's also like spaghetti codes, but from our RSS reader, it will understand what this data is and interpret it in a more easily readable format for us. Okay, so let's get started. So I'm just going to show you how using the dashboard, the Net Vibes dashboard, to create your own feeds and create your own dashboard, create your own river, so that you can quickly on one glance see spend 15 minutes a day just to see what's new out there, what people are talking about. Okay, so first thing, as I said before, is you're gonna find out the river So like where your sources is, because once you have the source, you have the RSS feeds, then you can start managing this. Okay, so let me for example let me go to my dashboard. So this is the back end of my NetVibes account, and NetVibes is a free account. You can sign up for free, and for the free account, it comes with one public dashboard. So this is the one I set up for the WSI River of Knowledge. And just to give you an idea what NetVibes can do, NetVibes has a lot of different little widgets that you can add to it, and it's a very powerful platform, and it's very customizable, it's very easy to use. You just drag and drop different sources and so on. So if all I need to do is add content, and I can start adding different widgets or specifically add a feed. Okay, so let me first add a feed into this. So let's say I want to subscribe to Evanash's blog. So from here, I click on this, right click on the URL, and then go back to my dashboard. So under add a feed, I can simply paste it and click on add feed. So now that the minute it recognizes that this is a feed, it will tell you that it's an RSS feed, and also give you kind of like a name of it. So I can click on it to preview. Okay. Oh, good. It's reading it. And then I can add it to it. Okay. And I can also add it as well. Give you different options. So I can show more details. Ooh, there's images as well. I can show it from different format. That can be a ticker, it can be a slideshow, headline, quick details. So it's a lot of things you can do with it. I can also change the color as well. I think, yeah, they go to red. I can change it to orange and so on. And I can change a couple of things, page positions, the position of the pager. I can show dates. I cannot show dates, so I know when was the last time it's shown and so on. I can click OK, and there we go. And if I want to move to another column, I can always drag it, and I can always shift it, go up, down, left, right, and do anything I want. So I'm just gonna close this one just for example, and so this is one way you can add a feed to it. So I can, if I want, I can add my RSS my feed from my River of Knowledge on my Google Reader. Just copy this, go back to my NetVibes dashboard, and just add feed, and then I can just add it to it, and then it shows me what's being added. So that's one way of doing it. And I'm just gonna delete this. Now in this dashboard is on Google Places. So this is not really my river, but really more like a listening post, because I want to find out what people are talking about Google Places, what people are saying online, what people are saying on Twitter, and what people are saying on blogs. So these are not these are not really feeds, but these are actually what we call widgets. So under NetVibes, they have different widgets that some people created. And so if I go to Twitter, and then just give a minute for it to load. So there's a lot of different Twitter, different apps, there's trends and so on. So I used one called Twitter Search, and then I'm gonna just make some changes to it. So right now I'm searching for NetVibes. So let's say I want to search for Cliff 10. I don't think I'll get too much out there, and I want to say that just click on that, and then you can see I can even select it from specific user, but I'm just gonna leave it at that. So let's see what people find. Oh, there you go. No people find on Cliff 10, but let's try just Cliff. Just Cliff on its own. There should be more. So see you go. I'm gonna jump off a cliff less than a minute ago. Cliff Lee to get 7 years offer from Yankee. Oh, must play baseball player. So here I can do a couple of searches, and so it's more like a listening post, and I can do the same for Google on the Google Alerts as well. So this one I pretty much oh, sorry about that. In Google searches, if I click on it, it's a blog search, RSS feed. It really doesn't make sense, but what I did was I took Google Alerts and I went from here, and all I need to do is just, let's say I set my own Google Alerts on WSI, click on this feed, get this, copy it, and just add it as a feed. And then now I know on Google what people are talking about on Google Places. So blog search is I actually uses a one of the sites called techmeme.com, and techmeme is pretty much kind of like a blog search on all of it. It kind of aggregates all the blogs online, and it focuses on technology. So for this one, I want to search on the Google Places, and it will show me everything everybody said about Google Places. So this one is from NextWeb, this one's from Search Engine Land, and so on. So it's kind of compile all the blogs online. Instead of me going there individually to find it, I go for the individual. I kind of combine it. It does all the searches for me, right? So now, if you notice at the bottom, there's a subscribe as well. So subscribe, if we subscribe to it, it's just another RSS feed. So all I need to do is copy that. So this is my river. Get back to my feed. Add a feed. Not import. Sorry, add feed. And then it is able to figure it out, and boom, I can add one on Google Places on TechMeme search. So I just changed the name to was blog search. Okay. So this is one way you can use this. There's a lot more tools on there. You can check your Gmail. You can check trends, and there's a lot of different widgets that people set up. It's a very powerful tool. Definitely, I would recommend of you taking a look at this to see if this will help you in terms of you are going through Google Reader or whatnot to look at things, and so on. Another one I want to show you is called Paperlead. Paperlead.com, and Paperlead is it kind of if I go to my let's say I go to my Twitter, and this is what all my Twitter feeds has been. You notice it's all just, it doesn't really not very user friendly, not very reader friendly, because it's just a lot of the very small text. I don't understand the links. I don't know what's the links there, and I'm gonna go to the links to see what the article is about. What Paperlead does is Paperlead is it's like a paper newspaper format. Here, let me go to my own Paperlead if I can find it. There we go. So what it does is it pulls up all the links from each tweets, and it expands it. So it's kind of giving me headlines, and it automatically try to figure out what kind of stories they are. So you have technology, you have business, you have, if you can pull up different if you can pull out different videos, it can pull that as well. So you can pull images. It kind of it's pretty smart, and it's an automated tool, and you notice that it tells you where the source is. This is from Read Write Rap, this is from Mashable, and let's see if there's another sources. This is from Ferris blog, Enoch, and so this is from Brian Solis, and so I kind of able to pull all this together. So one way you can one way that it pulls it, you can post it from, let's say, from your Twitter account. You can also pull it from like a list on your Twitter. So in this case, I created my own list under my account. A list that I created is called River of Knowledge. So this is the one I can find. I can show you the people that I follow on this. So there's Google Analytics, Brian Solis, WSI IOMS. That's Francois Muscat blog. And WSS Social, so that's our social blog, Read Write Rap, and Mashable. And it's a very powerful tool. I mean, it makes your tweets reading it much easier. If you're a heavy Twitter user, and you have many people who made a list of sources which you use as a river, this is a great tool to set up. And you notice it's a very easy to read format, which is really great. What else I want to talk about? So yeah, it also have hashtags too. So it looks, if I want to find out more about Google Analytics, this is mostly from Enoch and Google Analytics. It kind of put its own categories as well. So this updates, I think it updates every 24 hours, and so it's not real time, but for most cases, you don't have to have real time data feeding in, but this gives you like a head. If you get up in the morning before you start your business, you want to spend 5-10 minutes just to kind of glance what people are talking about. What people are talking about on the social side. Oh, Ping is not going viral on Twitter. Someone talk about YouTube, and we can see a number of different headlines and so on, which is also a great tool, very easy to reformat, which is really good for us to absorb. Okay, finished talking about Twitter Paperlead. I'll just let you know, Paperlead is also a free free account. Right now they're running alpha, and they this company paper.ly, this product here, service here, is actually is really second to get really popular. I believe they have about 1,000 newspaper a day, so new people are adding things to it, and I believe they have more than 100,000 different newspaper being created, and you can create your own and so on. So just sign up and play around with it. And there's one more I want to talk about. It's called Yahoo Pipes. And one problem I noticed with River is that if I combine all my blogs, like look at this is my river of knowledge here, and as you notice, I have all different type of topics here. I got social, I got analytics, I got word tracking, I got web strategies, I got SEO, I got products. I know I got trends of the new, what's going on on the internet. So how do I like? This is so hard for me to read. If I have to read, let's say for example, I want to read about what's new in Google Analytics. How can I do that? Or just analytics in general? I can't, because it will take me forever to, I can click on it, but I'm lazy, so I don't want to do that. So what we can do is, we can create little streams. This is what I like to call it, little streams, so that I want to just find out what's going on analytics. And I know I have about 3 blogs that has to do with analytics: Google Analytics, a blog, FNash blog, and I believe I also have Web Analytics Demystified. Right? These are 3 blogs that will be, if anything has to do about analytics, anything new analytics, or anything that's important, these are the 3 blogs that I will need to follow up on and to find out what's new out there. So the problem is each of these blogs have its own RSS feed, and so what we need is a tool that can combine this feed, merge them together, become one feed for me, so I can put it on my dashboard. Good thing with Yahoo Pipes, that's what it can do. So if I go to Yahoo Pipes, once again, it's a free tool. You can get your own Yahoo Pipes. Under my Yahoo Pipes, you see that I have what I call mashups. And if I go to my analytics mashup, this is, I'm just gonna take you at the source, and this is a bit more advanced. So not something that I would recommend everyone to do. Is if you have a technically inclined, you understand the RSS feed, you have, and you can pretty much set this up, and this is pretty easy. So pretty much what I did was I took the 4 RSS feed, one from analytics, Google Analytics, one from web. I think it's Web Demystified. Yep, the blog, the Eisenberg blog, and the FNash blog. I took all this together, and then I just tell it to sort it in the order based on the date, and then there's a pipe. So this is my pipe input, this is my pipe output. So what do we have? We have this at the bottom. This is just a slight results, and which is really good. And so now, how do we get the RSS feed out? So this is how it will look like. And if you notice, there's also our RSS feed here as well. So all I need to do is click on this. Once again, it's a bunch of spaghetti code. Click the URL, go to my Net5 dashboard, and then I'm going to add another new feed. So this becomes my this becomes my analytics blog, analytics feed on my dashboard. So this is my river just on analytics. This is my little river on social media, and so I can categorize them. And this one I did it for products. So if I go back to my pipes, you can see that I have a couple of pipes set up. I got one for social media mashed up, and this is a couple of sources I follow. There's one person named Peter Kim talk about social media trends coming up, and this is another one. I believe is hold on, let me take a look at this. Let me take a look who this is. This is Brian Solis. So also very insightful on about social media. Not just talk about the hype, but really digging in and just seeing what it's about. A lot of good insights, and also Mashable. And I can add the next web TNW, which I find is a very good source as well, and also rewrite web. And so there's a couple of things you can do with it, and once you have a pipe input and output, then you can create a feed and so on. So in a way here, let me go back here. This is a river of knowledge. I also have include subscribe to the YouTube channel from WSI THO, so that you can take a look at different YouTube uploaded from this channel. So if you have your own dashboard, you can include your own channels. And this dashboard I was setting, just doing a test, is supposed to gear towards end clients. So end clients can, or end clients are anybody who wants to learn about internet marketing. They can find out social media, they can find out analytics, they can find out what WSI products. Let me just take that away. They find out what WSI is about. This is the subscribing to the WSI THO blog. You notice I make it a bit bigger in the front. If they want interest in signing up for a newsletter, then I set up an HTML box here, just add in a couple of codes. And then I have channels, YouTube as well, for different multimedia. So all in all, 20 minutes of just talking, sharing how to set up a referral of knowledge. As you see, there's different tools, different platforms out there, and the whole idea is that to make it easy, right? The whole idea is to make it easy. I mean, for me, like I find it, I use my referral knowledge most of the time actually on the Google Reader, actually on my phone, because on my mobile phone, on my Android phone, I can just go to my Google Reader, and sometimes I just scroll through all the sources and finding out what's news out there, any headline interesting, anything that interests of me, any new products out there, and will keep me up to date. But for you, you may want to try different ways to set this up. I would see that the river, the dashboard is really useful, useful for yourself and useful for your clients. I know that you can set it up, as I said before, you can set up like a listening post, so that you can tell your client, here, this is what people are talking about you, or this is a keyword that what people are talking about online that you may want to keep up to date. Or you can find simply, you can also find authoritative sources, feeds that you can subscribe to. Okay, so that's pretty much about it. Great thing about this is they're all free. Just a bit of setup in terms of knowing how our SS feeds works, how to find them, and how do you take advantage of them. Okay, so that's about it from my end. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me. My email is ctem@wsicorporate.com, and I will also I created this video for the talk show, so I'm also going to include a number of sources and links in the notes as well, so that you can feel free to just take reference from.